You're not a great liar, you know.
What the fuck?
Rhea, please, talk to me. What are you hiding?
She's hiding a
What
lot.
is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As
What do
I
you mean, how
said,
that
there
one?
is nothing of which to speak. For now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What? I didn't bring it
What?
with me? I thought I carried it out with me.
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
The way he speaks to
said
her
enough.
sounds like she's
They will
horrible.
be here shortly. No more, I beg of you.
What did she do to
I
me,
will
though?
take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it.
Oh, so this is his voice? You ain't gonna hear it.
You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to
Where?
at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
A revelation?
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select
The way he
few
said it,
know
like, looked at her
but
real
there
quick.
is a legend about Seros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students.
Mission. Now?
It is said that when Seros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seros, I will be by your side as well.
Strange.
The occasion is too significant to be missed. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much
Oh,
has
no.
changed, but your
Turns into a
duty has
dragon.
not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
This is a very important chapter because this is where, like, I have to answer questions correctly to get to Edelgard's route, I think.
Whoa.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Okay, Ghost.
You look different. And you're acting different. You're just all around different. Shaking things up, are we? I think that's great. Gotta keep things interesting, right? For what it's worth, it's a good look, and you wear it well.
Oh, thanks. Such a great compliment.
I get it.
Got a shady offer from somebody well-dressed. Noble's lapdog, probably. There was a big sack of coin on offer, but not a lot of real info about the job. It seemed
Who?
suspicious, so I turned it down. Now I wonder if that was a mistake.
No, that wasn't a mistake, but who was it? This guy out here getting drunk as hell. Living his life.
It can't be.
Oh.
Hey, pal, how you holding up? The human body is strong, but we all have our limits. Even folks who fraternize with the goddess. How was she, by the way? A real knockout, yeah?
She was a child.
Really? Huh, that's a letdown.
Haha,
Well,
crush
in
your
any
dreams.
case, we have our work cut out for us. telling what they're planning next.
Silly.
My word. It seems that the rumors of you receiving the goddess's power were true.
But you're still you, obviously.
Yes, I'm still me.
Good. It would be a shame if you changed
double
into
hearts.
someone I didn't like.
It's clear to me, at least, that you are something more than you were. Something special.
Yeah. I just hope this newfound specialness doesn't spell trouble for the rest of us.
Huh?
Look at you!
Listen, all sorts of folks wind up in this place for all sorts of reasons. Nobody's judging. Whatever happened to you doesn't make one bit of difference to any of these people.
Oh, okay.
Things certainly have changed lately. Not that I mind.
You like my hair?
Or perhaps the only thing that's different is how you look. Or has your personality changed too?
No. I haven't changed.
Is that so? You're not a great liar, you know.
What the fuck?
Well, whatever the case, I still like you just the same as I always have.
Oh, thank you. Felix.
Hurry up and cage the wild boar.
What the?
Look, he's losing his grip. Even in his swordplay, he's getting sloppy.
Oh wow.
If he keeps progressing like this, he's going to get
It's so
himself
weird
killed.
being on the other side, so I'm not
Kronya, Solon.
understanding.
They're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Professor, please. If he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
Really?
He's exaggerating. He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure all. I have a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
You should go sleep. You should rest.
The Professor agrees. Please rest, at least until the task is at hand.
I won't. Even if I tried, it's not like I would get any decent sleep. It would only be a waste of time.
Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than usual.
Had they?
Constantly coming and going, in and out of Garreg Mach. Perhaps they are doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate heir of the Iyer family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me.
Excuse me.
Your hair! And your eyes! What happened to you?
I changed.
You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these powers, did you?
I lost Zoltis. Don't worry, I'm fine.
I see. Well, that makes me feel better. But still, be careful.
Oh, thank you.
I swear, it's like you're an entirely different person.
I haven't changed on the inside.
I guess you're right. If I look hard, I can still tell it's you. How are you, Professor? Did Hanneman make his "I will do no harm" speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you? Both? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood. No, I wish to investigate crest power itself.
By how?
Crest power must have some kind of limit, right?
I think
Lady
so.
Rhea says any limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me.
Long ago, Saint Seros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power. Is that what happened to you too, Professor?
No way! The professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right?
Yeah, because she was
Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power?
If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual?
I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan.
Oh, that's
What
true.
else is there to say?
Hilda's
You
right.
don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
No, or not.
Sometimes, I find myself thinking I should leave Garreg Mach and return to my home, where I should have been all along.
I won't stop you.
I hear that Lady Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a ritual at the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll happen with that. I'm
Hell.
sure you'll be all right, but don't lose sight of who you really are, okay? However
I'm
you may
fine.
change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that.
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size. But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down, not least the Flame Emperor. Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming.
When I first saw you, Professor, with that hair color and that eye color, I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like maybe you could be related. I like the way it looks.
Thanks.
I wonder if I could change my hair color too. Maybe if I tried hard enough.
Maybe the goddess will listen to you.
If I thought real hard about it, I mean.
That would be exciting, wouldn't it?
All I need to do is get trapped up in a strange place and then escape, right? Just like you did.
Not exactly.
I always knew there was something special about you, but you've only gotten more and more extraordinary the longer I've known you.
Oh, thank you.
That transformation was just the beginning, wasn't it? I have a feeling that things will only grow more dire from here on out.
Ah! Professor, sorry. You gave me a shock. Your hair and eye color are completely different. You just don't look like yourself anymore.
I look cuter. It's only my piercings changed.
Of course, you're right. I'm just being silly as usual.
People who live an inordinately long time, people whose hair changes color, and those odd heroes' relics. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures?
Maybe. Is the world different outside Fodlan?
You should see for yourself. I'd recommend exploring west of the Empire.
Take me with you then.
Oh. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Although, I suppose, you are something to report. For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious. Lucky for you, I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you.
You're so cute.
The professor went out and got some new power.
You've been granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual. Maybe Saros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
It is told that Saros had a revelation, instructing her to use her
Maybe
power for
someone
good,
cleaned it out.
and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.